left it long enough without saying anything. I could do mass. Right, so last night things got extremely interesting and scary because I got a phone. I was ligging in bed, just starting to watch Breaking Bad. Got quite into that recently. Season 4 had just started on Netflix. Well, it started ages ago, but I started playing it on Netflix. And got a phone call. Instantly in panic. I knew there was something wrong. Shane's in hospital. I said, right, get up here, get me. I'll be downstairs as soon as I can. So I knew, because I got the phone call, it was bike related. So I went racing through the hospital, and there he sat with his girlfriend and her father, I'm assuming. Could see he wasn't happy, so we took the piss, as you do. If someone has an accident, if they're not critical, you take the piss, don't you? And turns out he's just got like gravel rash on his arms, elbows are pretty bad, and his knees. Ruined his jeans and ruined his van trainers. So I've got a problem there because we bought him boots for a reason. So we said we're not buying him any more vans. That was his own fault. We bought him gear for the bike. And now, so I decided to stand up, walked over, tapped him on the shoulder, no armour. He had his hoodie on, and I know that occasionally he will wear his hoodie over his armoured jacket, but he didn't have it on, so I knew he was going to be covered. Oh, he's got a puncture wound in his arm as well. But the thing is, what's happened to him? What happened to do this, you know what I mean? Well, I'm actually on my way to the crash site now, so I can get some photos for insurance. I was being following a car, apparently a Ford something. I'm sure he said it was a Ford. Now, as I've been going along, this Ford has gone from its normal position to the left hand side where there's like a bus stop. Now, he didn't indicate to do this, but we all know that people don't indicate, so he just assumed, as you would, that that car was stopping there. But the next thing you know, the car came swerving back out, and Shane was in the middle of overtaking him. He moved over slightly to have a bit of an escape route, you know, give the space that he needed, and his car's come swerving back out in front of him. Now, obviously that's not good, so Shane's basically hit the car in the side at about, probably, I'm guessing about 30 degrees. He's managed to take off its wing mirror, and he's then, I'm assuming he must have tank slapped, because I've seen this happen before, and it's amazing how long you can hold the bike upright for before you go down. And then he's gone down, it's gone skidding across the road, hit the curb, he's been rolling, and because we went to pick the bike up, so I've seen the site already, and he's hit the curb and it's gone rolling along, scrape marks all over the place, and the bike's a write-off. We asked him, I said, how's the bike looking, and he just knew in his face it was bad. So we got there, I'm like, yeah, this isn't getting fixed. And he's there saying, well, what do we do? I was about repairing it. I said, well, it's an insurance job, there's no doubt about it, it's an insurance job. And he said, well, how long will it take them to repair it? So I just started laughing. Had to explain to him that they will not repair that bike. The cost of repairs is so much higher than the value of the bike, so they just won't. I just happened to look at some prices a couple of months ago, and like the clocks alone, the surround and the clock, I think totals about 100 quid. Tanks are about 150, handlebars are knackered, there was bits and pieces all over I was picking up. So that's not going back on the road. We're trying to explain this to him. We were saying that it's a drawn out affair, his insurance payouts. It could take ages. So we basically said it might be time for him to really revise for his A1. If that's what he wants to do, if he wants to carry on riding bikes, which by the sounds of it he does, start revising for his A1, do his what do you call it, theory, and we'll get him through that, because at least then he doesn't have to bother with L plates and his insurance should come down a little bit. So this is where it happened, just here. See scratches in the road and everything. Can you see them scratches? Right, time to take some photos. Okay, so something's going on. A lot of bikes have just passed me there while I've been taking photos of the crash site, and just had a lovely chat with a lady who helped him up. And then a load of bikes came along, one of them doing a wheelie. Not the cleverest of things, lads.